Good morning, everyone, and welcome back for another episode of Why You Need Me Wednesday. Today's topic is going to be on considerations that you need to think about when buying a business. So let's go ahead and get into it. The first consideration is what you're actually buying, whether you're buying the assets versus the actual entity. This is important because it has different implications as far as what we call successor liability, which I will talk about a little later in this video, and also tax implications. Now, the second consideration that you want to make is business debt versus debts of the actual owner. So usually debts of the actual owner are not actually implicated when it comes to buying an actual business, but that is a distinction that you need to know when you're thinking about what debts and liabilities that you could potentially be taking on. The third one is whether or not there are stakeholders. So some people think I'm contracting with the owner of the business to buy the business. The owner of the business has authority to sell the business. This is not always true. When there are stakeholders, the owner may have to obtain agreement from the stakeholders to actually sell the business. Fourth on our list is what liens may be attached to what you're actually buying. So you want to make sure to check what we call UCC filings to see if any creditors or anyone has claims to the assets that you are buying. You want to be sure that, if you are buying assets that have a lien attached to them, then all of those liens and all of those interests are released before you actually buy what it is you're buying, whether it be the entity or the assets. And lastly, I talked about this a little bit at the beginning of the video. You want to think about what we call successor liability. And essentially what that means is, as a successor, so as the person buying the business, you could, to a certain extent, take over by law, by operation of law, some of the liabilities of the business unintentionally. So those are kind of considerations that you want to think about. If you want to engage and you have more questions, go ahead and comment below. Thank you for listening. See you all next week.